Hanging in the dining room of the White House, Robert Rauschenberg's Early Bloomer is considered the fourth contemporary work of art to enter the estate under President Obama. A part of Rauschenberg's Anagram series began in the 1990s. Rauschenberg employed new technologies towards past practices. Reworking concepts of identity and place addressed in earlier combines, he rearranges expectations while maintaining symbols of American iconography. By using inkjet dye to transfer personal photographs to new surfaces, distorted images of the American flag encircling a flower bud soften to the likeness of watercolors. The juxtaposition of a closed flower with the title of the work reflects Rauschenberg's use of the multiplicity of meaning to inspire new thoughts towards common things. Using everyday objects in combination with painting, literature, sound, and an array of materials, Rauschenberg elevated the significance of the mundane before pop art would return it to an aspect of the mass-produced. Intimate moments and experience therefore became central to his work during the rise of the abstract expressionist, infusing life back into an era of flat and empty canvases. Often he painted with encaustic, petrifying the color-filled style of painting and cementing the gestural. Rauschenberg's hand became ever more evident in his work after he began his relationship with artist Jasper Johns in the 50s. Together the two engaged in open yet coded conversation against the museum backdrop, most notably appropriating Americana symbols, targets, and comics. The two covertly imbued their experience as queer men into their work before such a narrative existed in these spaces, and during a time where there were strong efforts to expose homosexuality as a biological abnormality worthy of punishment. In the following decades, Felix Gonzalez Torres and General Idea would present queer identity and its surrounding issues as a forefront in their works, whereas the former's was seemingly split. Rauschenberg's necessary system of coding foreshadows the more explicit unwriting and consequent rewriting of the art historical canon present in contemporary art today. The manipulation of symbols typically representative of America came to represent an underlying nation within, often classified as the other. Today, artists continue to manipulate American iconography to adopt them as new symbols for the American other. Akin to David Hammond's 1990 flag reclaiming POC space, Spike Lee's Chirac and Hank Willis Thomas's Black Righteous Space operate as polemics, overriding symbols of an exclusive America. Likewise, Sonia Clark's unraveling of the Confederate flag and reworking of hair weaves and kente fabrics into its DNA addresses the absolute need to create a more comprehensive and inclusive American history. Throughout his life and career, Robert Rauschenberg's existence as a queer being and a queer artist went almost unwritten by the gallerists, curators, and critics that claimed rights to his works. A flower pressed between American ideas of morality and able to bloom, today, the voice of the other is the leading voice in representation in social politics, art, and in the White House itself.